Ow, my penis.
Oh god, my penis!
Oh God! Though that is my own fault. Wait. Try to actually join before I say things on the recording. There we go. But yeah, it's just like I just end up scratching it to death, and it's just like it hurts all the time. That's my own fault. Anyways, hello everyone, and welcome to Monster Hunter Rise. It's already on the downfall, the down spiral. While playing multiplayer, don't be offensive. Piss, fart,
Penis butt.
penis butt. The best combination in the history of man. All right. Let's see here. Join hub quest. Yes, the rabbit.
Boom. Are you ready?
We're going to finally kill you know, the Winnie the Pooh
That
rabbit.
thing. That thing we
Yeah.
already killed.
Yeah. I was gonna say Thumper from Bambi, but Thumper was actually good. But like the rabbit from Winnie the Pooh was kind of a jerk, like most of the time. It's like you kind of understand it, kind of in the way that like you understand Squidward as you get older, but
Yeah,
like
exactly. They,
right,
man,
yeah,
that's the same comparison I was gonna make.
nice,
Ready.
Are you actually lined up for? Oh yeah, I see you
yeah.
over there.
I ate the meal and I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
I actually also ate a meal.
Nice. Just gonna chomp right into this.
Oh, they give us sonic bombs for some reason. Maybe
Oh,
they work
nice.
on him because he's got giant ears.
Maybe that would make sense. What exactly do they do? Are they supposed to be like a stun?
Well, in past games, that's all I know, is that if something was underground or underwater, it blasted them right out.
Huh. Cool.
Oh, also Nargacugas, because they were big bats, and this wasn't the case in World, even though sonic bombs existed in World, but they just
Yeah.
didn't affect Nargacuga in this way. But yeah, they were basically a blind to the Nargacuga. They would just
Oh,
mess it
right,
up.
because bats go off of sonar, they can't really see that well, so like, oh
I
yeah,
see
it's
it
way in the upper
way
left
up
by
in
12, yeah.
yeah area 9. I
Oh,
can't really see those other areas. I see most of the map now,
yeah.
because we only started 2 quests ago.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Uh,
It's hard to think of it as like two quests, because we killed two things in that first one, yeah. Oh, and there's a bird here. I'm
you
surprised.
you want to fight it?
Bring it.
Yeah, why not? I'm surprised that it
All right.
hasn't moved from this area because, like, don't they fly away for the winter? Unless it's just not like that in,
Birds don't really actually fly away for the winter because of the cold. They do it because there's no food.
Oh, yeah?
And for a big-ass predatory bird like this, I think it's supposed to be a heron,
yeah.
it can eat pretty much whatever it wants.
Huh. I guess that does make sense because, like, oh, yeah, you were talking about the food and, like, how exactly do insects come back every year? Because wouldn't they freeze to death every winter? Like,
No,
I don't
what
exactly know how that
happens
works.
is they lay their eggs in the ground or other places that won't freeze.
Amazing.
And
Yeah.
then yeah,
cool.
so they come out of that.
Huh.
For example, some cicadas, not all
Your days
cicadas,
are numbered.
but literally live in the ground for 17 years as larvae, and then they pupate, and then they come out of the ground, and then they're cicadas for like a week. They mate, and then they die, like as adults.
Huh.
Mayflies are infamous for not even having mouths in their adult form. Like, they live for a while
So do
as
they
larvae.
feed through like osmosis or something like that, or like?
No. They're as larvae, they have mouths, and then they feed, and then once they pupate into their adult form, they've got about a day to mate or not, and then they die. Either
Huh.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because, like, if you don't have a mouth, how can you eat? And you're gonna die if you don't, yeah. That reminds me, though, I was going to compare the
Actually.
Baroth to, you know, those salamanders that they're in those dark caves, and, because they can't see anyway, the skin forms over their eyes,
Oh yeah,
because they
like
don't need them.
axolotls and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Not all axolotls, but
yeah.
they are like permanently juvenile salamanders.
Yeah, it's so weird about that too, how like there's the cute
Ooh,
ones
I
that
am
everybody
getting
loves,
fucked up.
but if you just look up axolotls, like they'll mix them in with the really ugly ones that look like dirt. I kind of wonder, well, of course, scaly, but like I just want to hold one in my hand. I want to feel an axolotl. Um,
This bird looks like it's dancing while it fights,
yeah.
which I think is really cool. But
Yeah.
also, I don't know the rhythm yet, so I'm just getting my involved. Oh, and it can breathe fire.
Huh. Yeah. Maybe they should consider this an Elder Dragon then, because they can breathe fire. You know, like, but then again, like,
Elder Dragon
I remember
just
the
means it
first
doesn't
time.
fit into the regular phylogeny of life.
Yeah, it's supposed to
within
be
Monster
like
Hunter.
an S rank or higher monster. Like, when I first learned that in World, I was kind of perturbed because just like, you know, like autism taking over, like, it doesn't mean what it actually is. So like they're organizing it and putting it, categorizing it, classifying it in a way that makes absolutely no sense. Like, oh hey, here's this like electric horse that can like shoot lightning down from the sky, Elder Dragon. Hey, here's this like lion that can fly and also like expunge fire from its pores all around his body, Elder Dragon. That's not a dragon.
Oh man,
Kushala
did you
Daura
ever
is kind of a
see,
dragon.
Yamatsukami, I think it was called.
No. If it hasn't
It's
been in
basically
World
a
and
big
Rise, I
mossy
haven't seen it.
octopus that
Nice.
flies. It's from,
I would love to see that.
Yeah, well, it's almost impossible to beat, at least in my experience, but I wasn't really experienced with Monster Hunter at the time. We were just playing Monster Hunter, what was it called? Freedom Unite, I think it was, on PSP. And
Yeah, that's
yeah,
like
so-
third generation, I think, right? Or fourth.
Yeah, bows were way shittier. Lance was way shittier. Pretty much had to play Greatsword or Hammer. I don't even know if Longsword existed at that time. But either way, yeah, there was just like anything that doesn't fit into a regular phylogeny. If you're unfamiliar with the study of biology, that just means a family of creatures.
I basically remember, well, I mean, like, the only things I remember, of course, are, like, mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and the difference between biotic and abiotic.
Yeah, right, one uses oxygen, one, one uses oxygen, expels CO2, and the other one does it the other way.
Huh.
But, hey, that's a great baggie.
Yeah. I don't see what's so
Run
great
faster.
about it. Though it is better than the Tsetse. Like,
Well, he's
Tsetse,
very big.
yeah, it pretty much looks the same, but like it's, sorry, my brain's not working anymore. That just kind of happens after like 3 long videos. 2 long videos. It's the 3rd one right now. But
Oh, here's the bird.
oh yeah, that's right. Like I remember
We
just like
killed the
how
rabbit easy.
yeah. Yeah. I remember when you were saying that fish actually do live under the ice and they don't always freeze. And it's like, I have heard that before, but I was surprised about it because, like, isn't all the water frozen? Or, like, if all the water isn't frozen, then, like, you know, wouldn't it still be so cold that they just, like, it would be hard to survive anyway? Because, you know, you're in cold things and it slows down your heart rate or whatever. If it's too cold, eventually you'll just, your heart will
yeah,
be too
they do
slow
that
and you'll
too.
die. Yeah, but, like,
slow
how
down
do
their
they
heart rate.
survive?
A lot of reptiles do this, especially crocodiles, because crocodilians, not necessarily crocodiles,
Is there
will live
a difference,
in places
or, like...
where... Oh yeah, definitely. Actually, before there were dinosaurs, there was crocodilians, and some of them were still alive. But they are all still, I guess you would call them reptiles. They're definitely cold-blooded, what you would call ectotherms, which means they get their heat from the outside.
Yeah.
As
Don't
opposed
let
to
it get you down.
endotherms, that get their heat from the inside, like us and modern birds. And
Yeah. Even more so, like I'm one of those people that just, like, radiate heat. Like,
yeah, that's why we're warm to the touch. Whereas if you pet a snake, they're always cold to the touch, even if they're warm enough for their, you know, life functions to process. Like, oh,
yeah.
I do not like this bird, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're
Like,
also
you
fighting
were
a
saying-
creature
yeah,
in this game.
Yeah.
Not
You were
just having a
saying
biology.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You
he
were
ran away.
saying that like your sister had a boa, right? Like a snake. Is it in the house? Like, could I pet it the next time that I come over, or like
Oh, absolutely.
or maybe not the next time, but like,
her
you
name's
know.
Pandora, and she'd love
Nice.
for you to pet it.
Yeah, she's a friendly snake.
Yeah, she's a friendly snake.
Because
she's
I've never because like I've talked about I mean, not to name drop, but like I've talked about Kane a number of times. He used to talk to me about like how he wanted to have a snake, but like he never did when I was still hanging out with him. I never got the opportunity. I didn't get the opportunity when like in 7th grade my teacher had a snake and it was in the classroom, but like, you know how you're not allowed to pet snakes because like that would be like a legal issue probably if the kid got hurt. But they kept, you know, they kept books on top of the cage, and his name was Hisser.
Can you track that bird?
Yeah,
I don't see him on the map.
I've just kind of been running around. It's really hard to, like, talk and try to say entertaining things and actually play the game at the same time. Like, that's kind of why I'm glad that a lot of the time I can drone through Monster Hunter unless I'm fighting, like, a really hard monster. It's in the north.
Yeah, this one's not too hard, but he is crafty, and he is running away. And I don't have the whole map unlocked still. So.
Yeah, I'm running through. Can you
were talking
check
about,
or well, I'll just
I'm following
quick
you now.
check
I
the
see
quest
him there.
info.
You're
36
talking
minutes
about
left.
Hisser?
Yeah, the snake. I
Yeah, the
haven't
snake.
pet a snake before, and like there was probably another opportunity that I could have pet a snake, but like I was young at the time, and like, you know, of course my mom probably wouldn't have wanted that, so I just didn't bother asking. Um, it's kind of
out!
it's kind of weird about that. Like, well, not really weird. My mom has had this friend since she was 5 years old, and they've kind of it's like they're family, but they're not family, you know? And we would hang out with them all the time. It's like she wasn't my grandma, but like technically she was, basically. And we would go to her house all the time, and one of her grandkids used to live upstairs, and they had like 3 snakes. And though I think, yeah, my sister used to have an iguana once, and that is actually where I learned that they can lose their tails and grow them back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've touched an iguana before. I don't remember what it was like because I think I was 9 then. It's so weird about that. Like I still don't really know the situation because like
I'm
they would
shuffling, but I'm maybe gonna get hit.
like
Never any left.
my sister and her husband at the time like they would get a dog, and then they would only have it for like, I don't know, half a year to like maybe 2 years or something, and then it would go to live with his mom, and like they would just keep getting dogs, but they couldn't afford dogs or whatever, or like I don't really know what the situation was. Like there was a Saint Bernard, there was that's really the only one I remember because he pounced on me when I was 9, and I was like afraid of dogs for a little bit. I love dogs now, but you know, when you're a kid and you have like this hefting, like freaking 200-pound dog just leap on you, I want love. No, get the hell off of me. And they had that iguana, and I don't know how long they had that iguana for, and then it was just like gone. Like they just couldn't they never kept a pet for long. But they never learned. They would always get another pet. So, like, if they could just get another pet, then why the fuck didn't they keep the last one? It was a stupid thing.
Where are you going, little baby?
Yeah.
Oh, you poor little baby. You
Right.
almost dead little baby.
I feel so bad. Because, like,
I
we
know.
just don't have
that's
capture
why
items.
I like trapping creatures. But,
It's
like,
flying off again. It
when I
really
don't
does
have
not want us to
traps-
fight it. And we don't have to fight it. We're just being jerks. We're fighting it. We're killing
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Literally, the quest is to fight the rabbit guy.
Right.
Laboni or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah, La Bamba or something.
It makes me think of
I'm gonna wreck it.
an early arc of One Piece, actually. Ooh, mind this, because it only takes like 1 second.
Yeah.
No, an early arc of One Piece where it's where they meet Chopper. I don't know if you know One Piece, but
Yeah.
it's a snowy
You don't
island.
know if I know One Piece. I've watched like 800 episodes of it within like a year and a half.
Oh, I don't watch the show. I read the manga because I feel like the show goes too slow. It's like I remember trying to, when I was a child, I watched Digimon, right?
Yeah.
Cool show, Saturday morning
Oh,
cartoon,
God.
right?
When I was a young warthog. When I was a young warthog. Sorry.
Right, so
But yeah,
I'd watch-
Pokemon and Dragon Ball and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, not so much Dragon Ball, but Pokemon, Digimon.
I love Digimon, yeah.
And when you look at them
Targeting you!
through our adult lens, you realize that there was about 17 minutes of content because there was the opening credits, the ending credits. There was
Yeah.
last time on Digimon
Yeah.
or Pokemon.
Next time on, yeah.
Well, yeah, and next time on.
Yeah,
and then
and
there
that
was
runs for
commercials.
like 40 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, So
And every
literally,
intro, I think, is
any-
like half a
any-
minute. Yeah.
yeah, any given episode, and especially
Yeah.
Digimon, like when they would digivolve.
Yeah.
You know?
And they would always do the transformation because it was cool.
Yeah, and it was awesome, and I was hyped for it when I was 7.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
like when I was 20 something, and I'm trying to show my nephew this shit.
Yeah.
Even my nephew was bored.
Yeah, skip ad. Skip ad. Like, yeah, we've seen them turn into Angelmon, like, all this time, and it's like, yeah, they're hot, but, like,
Well,
get
the
over it.
first time that fucking Patamon turns to Angemon
Yeah,
is super, super cool.
yeah.
But, you know,
Like the first
afterwards,
time you
it's
see
like,
Rhydon in Pokemon. Yeah. I'm sorry, what were we talking about, like, before Pokemon? And then, like, you had a point with Pokemon, and I was like, yeah, that thing.
So remember.
Oh my god.
We killed him.
Oh, One Piece. Yeah, One Piece led into Pokemon, and you had a point going off of that. Yes.
Any given
Let's see.
episode of the One Piece anime is just
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Even without the Digimon evolution, like things.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
like. Yeah.
it's literally in a half-hour time slot. It's barely 17 minutes of actual content, so I never
Yeah.
really watched it. Plus, there's
Yeah.
a lot of filler, but not as bad as Naruto or Bleach. I
Yeah, but
remember
like the
way
One
back
Piece
when I
filler
was
is fun,
actually
and it's
watching
only for
Bleach.
like 3 episodes. Yeah. Yeah, because
Uh,
Bleach season 9 with Captain Yamaguchi or whatever, new Captain Amurai or whatever, it's filler, and the Bound arc is filler. I like the Bound arc, but it does on rewatches get slow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where's this rabbit?
Oh, right.
I
I
see
can
him.
tag it and, tag it and bag it. But, yeah, with One Piece, like, every arc from Alabasta onwards feels like slower than it needs to be, but I would at least recommend to people to watch the first 100 episodes because they're like self-contained. Well, like 3 episode arcs. I'm talking about self-contained just in the sense that it's like 3 episode arcs, and then it gets into like 10 episode arcs, and it's very quick, and you can get through like one arc in a night, and like. I always talk about this, how people make fun of the power of friendship in a lot of other different things, but like One Piece, where Luffy is just trying to be a friend to everybody, it feels a lot better, and it feels like it has a lot more emotional impact in One Piece. And I know that
Yeah,
usually
something.
for most anime that the movies will never be canon, or maybe there will only be like 1 or 2 in the whole series that are canon, but like that doesn't matter.
Whoop!
Watch the 4th one, Dread Pirate Race. That one was fucking
I never saw
awesome.
that one.
And
I
then
saw
the
Strong World, which
Oh,
I think
yeah.
is incredible and is canon.
Oh, nice. Yeah, with the floating islands and shit. That's
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always love
exactly.
floating islands and things because like how do they do that? But then there's one
And
I
it's all
don't remember what
explained,
it's called.
within the movie. That's what I think is really cool about that one in
Yeah.
particular.
The 5th one, the one after Dread Pirate Race, or maybe it's like the 6th or 7th. There's one where like everybody almost dies at the end, and it's very haunting. Like how people will do like Halloween episodes or like Halloween movies or whatever, and it's like it's not scary, it's just like zombies and shit, and it's stupid and whatever, but no, it's like actually like you feel it. You feel a chill in your veins when you watch it. It hits you.
Get back here!
And One Piece Gold with the casino. That one was really fun with the luck
I didn't
fruit.
see that one.
Yeah. where it's like, oh, hey, everybody's winning at the casino, but then there's this like big bet where they could possibly like lose it all, and then the person with the luck powers, they touch Luffy, and then he gets unlucky for basically the rest of the movie, and they have to
Which
survive.
sucks because that's one of his
Yeah.
biggest powers. Not like canonized, but just like in general.
Yeah, he's got a lot of
He's
plot
always
armor.
very lucky.
Yeah. But, yeah, I was talking about the Alabasta arc in the desert, and it's very, very boring, and it's boring, and it's very boring, and it's very, very boring. But watch the end, because the crocodile fight, where he uses
oh, no,
his
I
own
have seen
blood.
the crocodile fight.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
amazing.
Because,
but-
like, yeah. Because, like, oh, I can't hit the sand because when I touch it, it, like, takes all the moisture out of my body and it, like, kills me in 2
Yeah,
seconds.
so for a while
So
he
he
has,
just, like,
the
cuts
barrel
himself.
of water on his back,
Yeah.
but like eventually he just uses his own blood.
I'm gonna kill you with
which
my
is-
own blood. That's badass. Like, anytime anybody, and did you, I still haven't seen the So I'm a Spider, So What anime, but, like, eventually, the I hate everybody vampire bitch, she like has this water magic and she's able to freeze her blood and just like cut everybody up like barbed wire with her own blood, and she adds poison attacks to it too, so it's like a corrosive blood, and it's like, you are scary and I love you. Nice. Yeah, that's why I hate this thing, because like the way that it slides and runs toward you is not fun.
Yeah, I was just sitting here looking for my rations, and then I saw a giant ass snowball like, like
Yeah.
flying toward me.
Right.
But no, in the anime, I don't think it shows that. The anime is weirdly divided because I haven't read all of the light novels. I don't even know if you read all of them, but
Yes, yeah, I have. It
I
was
thought
good
you
for the
said
most
you-
part.
yeah, you started to become disillusioned and just stopped
Well,
reading
it's
them.
just like from the 4th book onwards, it talks in circles like they think that we're stupid and we just won't get it on the first time. So hey, let's say the same goddamn thing for 20 pages! And they do it like a lot. And it like
well, I'm not trying
becomes
to
a
be
mind
rude
slog.
to you or myself, but the books are written for like 12 and 13-year-olds. So like,
But,
circular
like-
talking might be.
But
way
I've
to
read
go.
young adult books like all my life, and
Yeah,
Like-
they're not all like that. Yeah.
yeah, there are people that can do it intelligently, like, let me look at my bookshelf. Yeah, Rochelle Mead with the Vampire Academy books, and Pendragon by McHale. I don't remember what his first, I think it's just like DJ McHale. That's written well, and it doesn't talk in circles, and I think,
Well, either way,
yeah.
about the anime, it basically, because I just read the synopses, but it's like the first 3 to 4 books, and also the last, not the last 2 or 3, but like, how many
Yeah.
were there?
After it!
19?
16.
16. Okay, so it was like, also it touched on like 13 and 14. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it showed this war, and it showed another
Yeah.
war, and it tried to convince you they were the same war, but if you're watching closely, you could tell they're not the same war, and that she's
Yeah, they
time
do that
warped.
for the first 5 books, where they'll be like
Yeah.
present day from the start going forward, but then the actual like human demon war is 15 years in the future from the start. And then they kind of piece
so
it together.
They really try to confuse you with that shit, but
Yeah, like the war with oars, where like Ariel and Kuromo are trying, or no, Kumoko, which is Kumo is spider and ko, the suffix is girl.
It's just girl. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I also
just explaining
found
it
out
for the
big
people at
spoiler,
home. Yeah.
or that she was never a person to begin with. She was literally just a. Oh well, I hope nobody.
I do. Well, it's like
Watching
you
this
said
video,
that you said that it was a spoiler. If you're going to say spoilers, say spoiler first and then say the thing. I always do it that way
Yeah.
so that people have like a chance to skip. Just
Yeah, my
for
bad.
courtesy, but
Well,
I'll still say the thing. Yeah, she's basically a spider that like there's this
happened to be in the room
god.
at the time.
Yeah, there's this god that's pretending to be a high schooler, and then she just transfers her memories of that year into this spider, and yeah, that's why things go in a roundabout kind of way, because like technically the teacher, the elf, is on the enemy side, but like she wants to save the teacher and all of the reincarnations because that's what the teacher wants to do.
Yeah, she thinks she's
Because
doing the right
in the
thing.
classroom, there
Because-
were these few boys that were going to smack this spider. Oh, what's this ugly thing? I'll just kill it. And she's like, no. And then she saves it and puts it back in the window or whatever. Just like tells the boys no, and they go away and back to their seat. And that's why like Kumiko has a life debt towards the teacher. Yeah. And like
But
saying
what were we
these
talking
big
about
event
before
things don't really matter because like it's all the meat of the stuff. Like the first 3 books where she's fighting in the dungeon are great, and like
Yeah.
yeah,
Be careful!
No, I read some of those. Yeah.
yeah, I love that. Like fighting Earth Dragon Araba and the like the monkeys,
Yeah,
the
monkey
pack
part was
monkeys.
really cool,
Yeah.
too.
I thought that
don't
I had
remember what
grabbed
they were called.
rations, but I don't have them on me. Like I'm basically running out of breath like Call of Duty again.
Oh, there's easy rations.
Yeah.
That were in the box.
I thought I picked those up, but like
Jesus
they're not on my wheel.
Oh, well, that just means you didn't put them on your wheel.
But like, if you pick something
They
up,
should
aren't
be
they
on your
supposed to
wheel
be on
for-
your wheel?
No, that's not how it works.
That's how it worked in World.
I'm not sure that's how it did. But I don't remember
well-
enough to argue it, so...
Oh, that's fun. I can just eat
Yeah,
poop and
I
stay
thought
up.
you had to, like, really set up your, Oh, hey, somehow I just mounted this monster.
Yeah, I don't have easy rations in my thing. But no, in World it does add it to your wheel. I remember that from when I was trying to like organize my wheel, and I did it in the ways where it'll have the first aid med stuff where I wanted in the wheel too. So yeah, it does. But I guess I just didn't pick it up this time. I don't know why I'm trying to... Oh, wait, no, that's right. I can jump over to the thing if I'm just smart about it. So if I just do this, that...
Nice riding.
No! Oh, well, fine.
Come on!
Fine, that's
Attack,
fine.
attack it.
Attack, attack,
Yeah,
attack,
as many
attack.
times as you can, and then
Yeah.
launch it into the monster, man. Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason not to.
It's like, oh no, I
wish
did the
we
bad
could
thing,
talk
but
more
like...
about the game for, like, the audience members, maybe.
Well, it's like,
Well, we just keep
I've already
getting
talked...
into these,
Yeah, I've already talked about the
Oh,
features of
he
the
just
game
got
when I
put to
started
sleep
this, and that kind of
by
gets
Boggy.
boring. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Boggy put him to sleep because he's got that
Okay.
spit thing.
So I'm actually
that
gonna
means-
do like a good attack and not just do it for 76. I did it for 96. Well, you know what? Fine, whatever. That's better.
Yeah. Learn to play.
I was hoping for a 400 damage thing, but I guess I shouldn't get greedy. All right.
God, that penguin slide surprises me every time. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but like I start to go to attack him, and then he just like slides past me and knocks me on my ass.
Yeah. And like I haven't been looking forward to the cold because yeah, just because it's cold. I don't know why I'm trying to drag that out. But like, the thing that I do like the most about winter is like, you know, snow has been on the ground for a couple weeks, so like there's enough
Where'd
of
he
it
go?
that no matter where you are, you can just like run and slide on the road. Of course, when I'm trying to walk and I slip and fall, that's something, but like if I do it on purpose, then it's fun. It's a double-edged sword.
Oh man. The
Yeah,
fact that you can sharpen while riding on palamutes. Oh.
yeah,
Chef kiss.
yeah. It's perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh,
Yeah,
never mind. You do your thing.
yeah. 77. Okay, it's pretty good. Oh man,
Should be
it's
done
like,
pretty soon. You
yeah,
just broke
hopefully.
his face. I've
Oh,
literally
man.
been stabbing him like right up the butt.
Nice.
Because I don't know his weak points. Obviously the face, but his face is very small for a creature his size.
Yeah,
And his butt is gigantic, and that counts as, what's the word?
yeah. Well,
Just
it always
like
counts.
Weak point hit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Ah,
Well,
whoa,
there's
what
crits,
happened there?
and then there's just weak point hits, and you can get a crit for a weak point hit, or a non-weak point hit. It's just a percentage chance, but like, obviously you always want to be attacking weak points, if you can.
Yeah,
And my job so far has
Yeah.
just been like standing behind him, stabbing the butt, like right in the butt.
yeah, you want to attack the monster and reduce their HP to 0 while keeping your HP above 0.
Oh, are you Borderland?
Is that where that's from?
I think so. I think it's one of the tooltips.
Oh,
Which is like kind of sarcastic. It's just like, if you're having trouble defeating enemies, try reducing their HP to 0 while keeping your own HP above 0.
It's fatigued.
it's fatigued.
Move!
I'm fatigued. I've been
Yeah,
talking
it's
for 3
fatigued,
hours.
And I'm trying to... Yeah, you're barely faster than me on that dog. And I'm just running. Like the Lance charge run, not just a...
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
But I'm out of
I'm
stamina.
gonna look behind myself. Yeah, there we go. Even though it really like hinders the way that you play, unless you're just good like me. But like looking behind yourself while you're trying to run forward, trying to make sure that you're not running forward. I mean that you're not running into anything. Yeah, running forward while trying to make sure that you're not running forward. You know, do you ever get that? Like, I've been talking so much that it's starting to ring in my ears.
No, I never get tired of the sound of myself talking.
I bet you don't.
But you know me, I really don't talk that much. I don't even really think.
Oh, yeah. See, that's the catchphrase that I was trying to get you on before, but like, you didn't even think enough to think enough.
That's right, you're just like, you don't what? And I'm just like, I don't know. But yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you don't know.
No, I would consider myself an intelligent
Getting
person.
weaker.
It's just like, you know, I don't read the room, I don't think much.
Yeah, whereas like I can't stop myself from overthinking. It keeps me up at night, like those cloud eyes. I want them. I want them all. Ah.
Boom!
God, that scared me like the quest end screen. Oh, wait, no. Get out of the menu, you fuck. Like, I'm trying to climb
Oh,
up
you
this
all
so I can
plenty of
carve
time.
the thing.
Yeah, you got like a minute to do it.
Because I have no stamina. I'm like an old
Well,
man.
what was that? 3 quests, we killed 5 large monsters, so...
Yeah. Lagombi
That's
plastron.
what
What is a
talented-
plastron? Like, plastic surgery with the Lagombi. Tooltip 1.
That's just what talented hunters do.
Yeah,
It's just like, yeah, sure, I don't have a very good spear,
yeah.
but you know,
But I have the knowledge to just like not die, and even if I don't have the knowledge to not die on this particular monster, teammates.
yeah,
Yeah,
teammates. Are
yeah, we
always
got
good.
each other's back. Yeah,
Plus, it's always nice those first aid beds they put in the box at the
Heading
beginning.
home.
yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
So, real quick, do you know what the drink of intellectuals is?
Um, well, it's not alcohol. I know that for sure. But like, I'll still
For
drink it
sure, yeah.
anyway.
No, the beverage of intellectuals. It's actually more of a trivia joke from an anime.
I have no idea. I mean, I'm sure it's something simple like water. Like, people tell me to
Dr.
drink
Pepper.
water all the time, and
It's Dr. Pepper.
oh, that's right. You know, like,
You remember
God.
we watched that time travel anime? Only for a little bit, like 1 or 2 episodes. And we were drinking pretty heavily at the time. It was called Steins Gate.
Did we watch that together? Because I watched that myself, and that's one of my favorite anime. Like, I want to
What?
rewatch it again
No
at some
shit.
point.
Oh,
Dude,
man,
we
I was
match
about
up
to-
on so many things. Like, that's so crazy. So crazy, man. I love Steins Gate, and, like, I've watched some of the other ones from,
It's
what is it,
so
Visual Key or
good
5PB or whatever, that company.
For so many
Um,
reasons. For one
like
thing,
Chaos
it's
Head.
believable.
Yeah. Have you watched,
Like-
what is Robotics Notes? And did they do another one past that?
I don't know that one.
But like all the semicolon ones. But yeah, Steins Gate, and it's like, you know, where I think I've actually talked about it on my channel before, where like you send you send your mind back to your former self, and you try to fix time, but like you're actually breaking it apart, and like time and fate, and there's nothing that you can do, and God.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna reveal the plot
first-
twist at the end, because then like
Yeah, I'm
people
not
won't
gonna
watch the
reveal
anime.
plot
But
twist
like,
at the end or the
it broke
middle.
my heart. It broke my
But,
heart,
like-
man.
Here, let me outline the very basic points of the plot, just for the audience.
Yeah.
Couple of grad students, so you know, people who are in college and already got their bachelors in Japan, and are still in college, accidentally invent a time machine. But all they can do is send texts to the past.
Yeah. And in
And
like
not very
3
far,
different
and-
parts. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah,
basic
and
at the start.
Not very many characters, you know what I mean? Like letters or numbers. So it's like 12 characters, and you know they can maybe send it
Yeah.
2 or 3 years to the past, and then they
So
refine
kind
it
of
a little
like
bit.
The
But,
the
like-
hexadecimal stuff from The Martian. It was like that basic.
Yeah. And eventually, they can start sending texts further to the past, and then they can send their mind to their past body. But there's a future watchdog organization
Yeah.
that keeps track of all time travel.
Yeah, and it's
and
like a
people
big
start-
thing like CERN.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
start dying. Like, and then it's up to them to try to fix everything that they've done. Even though
Yeah,
they
that was
did
so
really
weird.
innocuous
Like,
stuff.
like
they
there was
won
his
not
friend.
the lottery, but like they took the second place in the lottery just to test out their machine.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Like everybody does. Like Paycheck with Ben Affleck. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind
that's
of like
really,
a born supremacy kind of thing.
the
But
movie's
like
okay,
better.
but that's
I like it.
another. We were talking about
Yeah.
books that are better. That
It was
that's
a
by
book?
the same guy that.
I'll
Yes,
ask that every time. It was a book. Yes, it was. I'll
what was
just
that
expect
Tom
that. I
Cruise
should
movie?
expect that
Minority
by now.
Report.
I love. Or wait,
Yeah.
no, not I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I'm thinking of Repo Men. Minority Report was also good, but Repo Men with Jude Law. that
Jude
movie
Law and
where they have to
what's his
repo
name?
organs, like mechanical organs,
Uh,
because you can't pay up, and it's like kind of I mean, it's not gory, but like the fear that you feel, it's
Emilio
kind of like
Estevez.
the Island kind of feel, or like Logan's Run kind of feel. So I'm told, I haven't seen Logan's Run, but it's like, yeah.
It's an old movie, and you don't really need to see it.
Yeah, I've wanted to at some point, but like I don't even know if it's on any streaming
Yeah,
things.
it's
I'd have
like
to
I
like
wouldn't
find it
even
somewhere.
recommend like watch the old Dune movies, even though Sting and Patrick Stewart were in them. I'm just
Really?
like,
Huh.
yeah, I'm just like, no, just watch the Timothy Chalamet one,
But
because
like,
it's way better.
okay, so like, why do people keep thinking that it is a good idea to split books into two different movies? Because it always drags things out more than it needs to be. And like, I thought that Dune was gonna be like, the whole thing, the whole first book, and then then you realize that it's
Dune
a
is a
three
very long
hour
novel.
intro. It's a 3 hour intro for the second part,
Yeah,
for like the meat of what
yeah, homie,
like
dude.
I thought it
Like,
was good because like I have the patience of a god sometimes, but like,
well, it's like I read all the Harry Potter books, right?
yeah,
And the first one is almost word for word, like
I have a
spot
special
on.
quest for you.
They cut out Peeves the poltergeist and
oh yeah,
like a
they have
couple
them
of
in the
super
games
minor
though.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then
See you
there's
later,
like
then.
one thing where the way they got to the room that Fluffy was in, which is like the end dungeon, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Uh, was a little different. But for the most part, the first book is like, I don't know, not even 200 pages, like 180.
yeah,
Uh,
something like that. And then I'm
yeah,
actually
but
looking at them on my shelf right now. The first big one is Goblet of Fire, and that's like twice as big as any of the first three books.
yeah, exactly. And Prisoner
Yeah.
of Azkaban's maybe my favorite just because I love Sirius Black. And not even
Oh
just
yeah,
Sirius Black, but I love, shit, who played him? Gosh, I
Gary
love him so
Oldman.
much. Yeah, Gary Oldman. He was
Yeah,
also um, uh, Gordon from The Dark Knight.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Gary Oldman's great. He's a chameleon. He can play anything, you know. Uh,
yeah.
but like the books keep getting longer, and they tried to keep them one movie. And it's just like, oh yeah, so the first one was great, right? Very accurate to the book. Not perfect, but very accurate. Whereas the second one, somewhat less accurate. The third one, even less accurate, even though that's maybe my favorite one because I also love David Thewlis as Professor Lupin.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Lupin
yeah,
was good.
right.
He was a good character.
Uh, and then you go on to Goblet of Fire, and that's where it gets crazy
Yeah.
because it's following multiple plot lines at the same time, and they still jam it into one movie. And the movie's pretty long, yeah, but
Yeah.
and then you get Order of the Phoenix, which is easily
Yeah.
my favorite book by
Oh,
far.
definitely. And like it was so like the way that they had described things, it's going to be hard to because I'm not near you, I can't like draw it out, but like I kind of imagined where, and I'm not going to say which character dies. You know the one that I'm talking about when he falls through
Yes,
the
yes,
death
yes.
gate. Yes. So, what I imagined was a sunlit room. So, like, if you hold your hand out in front of you, that's one platform. And then if you hold your left hand in front of you a little further down, I thought that like it was like one of those kinds of rooms like that. Like, you know how the rooms would be split up in the early Harry Potter games, kind of like that, with just like big blocks of stuff that you climb up and go down and go around, like that. And like it looked a lot better in my head than in the movie, but like I'm not complaining either way because that's what I love about books is that you read and then as you're reading you can hear the characters' voices, you can visualize the world around you. If there's like 100
Yeah.
million different characters, it's kind of hard to like do different voices. And female voices are always kind of weird. They sound like you have a whole bunch of water in your throat and you're trying to gargle. Like I can't create a female voice in my head for some weird reason, kind of like how people have face dysplasia. Um,
Oh, I have that. Like literally, it takes me like in my workplace,
yeah,
probably like 2 months to actually recognize somebody. I'm just like, hey, that's you with the uh
with the
brown
goatee and
hair
stuff. Yeah,
and the yeah, like, and eventually I get it, but
yeah. Man,
but
like I still
in the
want them to
books,
do movies off of Pendragon is like and they need to do more than one movie. Like I hate that they just like do, oh hey, we're just going to do the first movie off of the book and then we're not going to do the rest of the series because like fuck all the people that want to enjoy it or like just want closure and want it to finish like Aragon. Aragon wasn't bad, everyone else
Aragon
can
is
fuck
what I
off.
was just about to bring up.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Exactly. That is the
hey,
example, and it's the example that I use where it's like, it doesn't have to be
yeah, you
100%
basically,
pretty princess perfect picture perfect to the book. It doesn't have to match 100%. And, like, it was
but
good.
at
It was
least
good. It was good.
actually do it.
But you know what? Like, the first 100 pages are still, like, him sitting with his thumb up his ass on the farm. And it's like, dear God, when is this
I
book
found
going to
a
move to
dragon
something
egg.
good? Like,
Well, no,
but they do
I
that
don't
within
know
like the
about
first
you,
five,
but
ten
like I
minutes
just,
of the movie. Like, and then you move on to the actually good stuff. But
yeah, but
but yeah,
they
like
also,
Pendragon. I wish that they would do movies off of
hmm,
Pendragon. They get to the second book with the underwater world where like you get that technology to breathe underwater, and it's like I want to see that a fully like underwater movie, not Avatar 2. Avatar 2. Well, it's like it was okay, but like Avatar, the water ball. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. I'm just
well, I don't know how
yeah.
much you're gonna include in your video.
It's at 52 minutes right now. I've got to cut it off within the next like 8 minutes because
Yeah,
it won't let me do more than an hour of video per time.
at a time, yeah,
Yeah.
and then you gotta edit them all together. So, how about I go have a smoke, and then we have a quest right after that. Uh, you do
Yeah.
whatever you need to do. Yeah.
All right. I was thinking about because like I've kind of been talking myself to death. I do want to continue this, but if we're going to continue this, I think I need to like go and get a beer or two and re-enliven myself, reawaken my spirit.
You just do you.
Oh
Like,
yeah, definitely.
I remember
Well, I
I was
do
talking
me all the
about,
time. I don't do anybody else because like freaking
yeah, me either. If anybody else would do me, like, you know.
I had
That's-
realized what I said when I was saying it, so there is that version, but I was meaning it in the sense of like people always tell me to be everything that I'm not, but it's like I am me and I always just revert back to myself anyways, and then people are always mad, and it's like, well, then go fuck yourselves. I can't really be anybody other than me, so it's like, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
nah, bitch. You
It's
should
like,
always be you.
yeah, I'm always me.
Like, for anybody who doesn't like that, you
It's
know,
gotta be
like,
me.
it's gonna be me.
God.
Alright, I am gonna go have a cigarette, though, so I'll talk
All
to
right.
a few.
Cool. Yep, yep.